So this video is on the topic of dandruff. Now, if you look up the actual cause of dandruff, they don't know. They don't know what causes it. There's some ideas, and I have some theories, but let's just talk about some things that they do know. Dandruff occurs more in the winter than in the summer. People that have dandruff have more vitamin D deficiencies. They know that dandruff is an imbalance between the fungus and the bacteria on the skin. Now, one of the fungus on the skin, called malassezia, has increased more than double when you have dandruff. So you have this increased growth of this fungus, which, by the way, eats lipids. So it's a fat-eating fungus that can then create this effect of dandruff on your skin. There's also an increase of staph bacteria on the skin. They also know that antibiotics do help, but not for very long, because then the dandruff comes back. They also know that steroids help, but not as a permanent thing. It comes back. The problem with steroids is that steroids suppress the immune system. The problem with that is now pathogens and other unfriendly microbes can now thrive, because now the immune barrier is dropped. We also know that people with dandruff have a zinc deficiency. Now, there's some additional information I want to share with you, which is usually not recognized by the medical profession. And that has to do with something called microbiota. Now, you may have heard of something called microbiota, which is the friendly bacteria in your gut and then on the skin as well, or throughout the body. But microbiota is all the friendly fungus and yeast that grow inside and outside the body. It's an area that is very under-researched, but I think it's a very important area, because it's part of our flora, our friendly microbial existence. And these friendly funguses and yeast exchange with us. They help us break down the food. They help make acids to protect against pathogens. And when you take an antibiotic, they can overgrow and create candida infections, thrush. You can also have athlete's foot, which is a fungus that grows on the external part of your body or in your toenail. You can also have certain IBS issues and sinus issues, because there could be a fungus growing around your sinus. So there's a lot of conditions that occur if you don't have the right balance of fungus and bacteria at the same time, because they really are intimately involved in the absorption of nutrients, because they help you digest food, and the pH of your body, in your metabolism, in your immune system. And so personally, what I think is going on with dandruff is we simply have an imbalance of the friendly fungus and friendly bacteria. And the solution is not to start using chemicals and steroids to kill off your fungus or your bacteria, because that's just going to create a stronger strain of the unfriendly bacteria and fungus. What I think is a better solution is to use a natural antibiotic, natural antifungal. Okay, and that would be garlic and oregano, but you would take it orally, not necessarily topically, okay, because that's going to actually help the inside of the body, which is then going to improve the skin. But another really important thing to do is to add more friendly, not just bacteria, but friendly fungus and yeast, okay? If you want more information on what I would recommend, I put a link down below, but there are various probiotics that have not just the friendly bacteria, but they have the friendly yeast and fungus, which I think is essential to make sure that you have the whole package. All right, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Before you go, real quick, I have a course entitled How to Bulletproof Your Immune System. It's a free course. I want you to take it, and here's why. Here's you. Here is your environment. Everyone is focused on this over here, avoiding your environment. But what about here? What about strengthening your immune system? That's what's missing. This course will show you how to bulletproof yourself, and so you can tolerate and resist your environment much better by strengthening your own immune system. I put a link down in the description right down below. Check it out and get signed up today. Hey, before